This is ChannelOne Television. We are live from our studios here at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane in Tesano in Accra. Sincere apologies for this interruption in regular programming because we want to take you to Parliament where the majority there is also addressing the press regarding the $214 million loss being reported by the International Monetary Fund to be losses being incurred by the Ghana Gold Board. There's this form of, back and forth between the majority and the minority. This morning, the minority held a press conference. This afternoon, the majority is having their turn.
Of this operation was 2.15 billion Ghana cedis. Let's go to 2024. Gold for Oil program gave a loss of 667.79 million Ghana cedis. That's the loss they incurred in 2024. Gold for Oil program. Gold for Reserves program. This is Gangantuan. 4.18 billion. So in total, within the year, we realized that 2024, we had a loss of 4.18 billion Ghana cedis. So when you sum this up, the 2 years, 2023, 2024, it is giving you 7 billion losses. This is not cost. What they are quoting is a cost, which after rendering the account, you see the impact of this cost. So 7 billion against $214 million that you are talking about. What are we doing? And ask yourself, what is the essence of these programs? The Gold Board or the program that is started? What's the essence of it? The essence of it is to stabilize the currency. The currency. So within all these losses that they made, $1 was to 17 cedis. $1 was to 17 Ghana cedis. And then another aim of this program is for price stability. Price stability. What do we see today? Within their time, the inflation was between 54.3% to 23.4%. It ended up with 23.4%. What are we seeing today? Now, what we are seeing today is that with the operations of the Gold Board, which is surviving this economy, has made gains, a lot of gains. Now, we can be comfortable to say that $1 is moving around 11 Ghana cedis. And look at inflation, 6.3% as at November. So in conclusion, what I want to say and state is that the $240 million that they are claiming that is a debt that has been incurred by the Gold Board is not true. It's a cost. It's a cost. You know what cost means. You know what losses means. It's a cost. It's not a loss. It has created a lot of impact in the country. So I was expecting the MPP not to jump before the gun, but to take their time for the financials of the Gold Board to be read so that they can make meaningful contribution to that. So press, thank you for coming. And this is my conclusion. Thank you.
Can we ask a question before the tree?
You are describing the $214 million as cost. But per Kujopon, the IMF claims that it's a trade loss. It's a trade loss that Gold Board incurred in trading in gold.
You see, I'm disputing that. Yes, according to Bank of Ghana, as we speak today, we don't have financials. You see, Cocoa Board Gold Board, they are the same. They render accounts. At the end of the day, has anybody seen the financials of Gold Board? We've not seen it. So what I'm saying is that Gold Board is treating this as a cost. It's a cost for now. I know at the end of the day, we will see the impact that this cost has created in the country and in the economy.
Can you throw a bit light on what you mean by it's a cost? In what way did this cost?
You see, when we are trading in gold, I've actually given you the figures of the MPP within 2023, 2024. I've given it to you. That is, you see, you are trading. It's a trade. Okay? It's a trade, just like the cocoa board. You trade, you buy the gold from the primary source, you have transactional cost, you export it. Insurance. All these things are part of the cost for now. So when it's a cost, you see, it's simple. Cost and revenue. When you subtract it, you either gain or what? You lose. You understand my point? So for now, as we speak today, Gold Board has not rendered its financials. Let's wait for the Gold Board to render its financials before we can say that this is a cost. But all what we are saying is that the operations of the Gold Board is for a purpose. Is the purpose of setting up the Gold Board is in progress. Look at the stability of the cedi now. You understand my point? Look at inflation, look at the cedi and the dollar relationship we have today. So we are achieving it. You see, MPP is intentionally making this news to render our economic gains useless. But Ghanaians know what is happening in this country. If you think you can use the forex to stabilize the macroeconomic indicators in the country, you should have done that. So if we are doing that, it's a plus to the government. And everybody is happy. We realize that the rating agencies, organizations are rating Ghana. I was with the IMF and the World Bank, annual meeting. Ghanaian economy was applauded. They gave us the chance for the governor of Bank of Ghana to tell the whole world how within a period of 7 months, 8 months, we have been able to chalk these successes. So to me, it is serious propaganda. You should go back and look at what they did in the country that, rendered this economy useless, and now our economy is useful in the whole wide world. Thank you.
The question I want to follow up is, they are calling for a bipartisan parliamentary committee to probe what led to all this situation, including all licenses, contracts that should be put before the committee for the public to have a deeper understanding of the whole transaction of Gold Board. But you are saying that until Gold Board, maybe by March, gives an account of its transaction for the public to have a deeper understanding of whether it made loss or profit, would you consider the call for the committee to be set up to probe into the activities of Gold Board and the Bank of Ghana? Would you call it a misplaced priority?
It is not within their mandate. It is not within the mandate of the minority to call for that. The reason is it is statutory. It is statutory that Gold Board will render accounts to Parliament. It is statutory that the Bank of Ghana, before March, will render accounts. The entire accounts of Bank of Ghana will be read to Parliament, for Parliament to have a bite of it, and therefore advise accordingly. So, I don't know, they are jumping before the gun. I keep saying that. It is not within the mandates of the minority to call for this. It is something which is bound to come within January and March. All these things will happen. You understand my point? Thank you.
Well, so we heard there Eric Affle. He is chair of the Economic and Development Committee in Parliament, essentially dismissing the push by the minority in Parliament for a full-scale probe into the $214 million loss set to be incurred by the Gold Board as captured in the IMF Faith Review report on Ghana. And so he's basically saying that it's premature. It's also a deliberate attempt by the minority to make nonsense of the economic gains that have been achieved by the John Dramani Mahama administration. He's basically saying that, well, the full financials of the Gold Board operations must first be released before any proper analysis to determine whether or not such a loss has been incurred. And so while the minority is calling for a full-scale investigation into this particular subject matter, the majority says that it will have none of it. So we'll be looking forward to how this particular one turns out, what the minority will also say to counter the concerns that the majority has raised. But this has been ChannelOne Television, and it was our live coverage of the press conference by the majority in Parliament on the Gold Board operations. Thank you so much for tuning in. Regular programming continues.